Testing for the Monday stream. Okay, it sounds good on YouTube's. Now let's check it out on Twitch. Audio's good there. Verify the camera. Close that up. Make sure that's off. Yep. Okay. Here we are. Back again. I've been working on this all day. And I think I finally got it figured out. So, I'm going to record this so that way I have it for posterity and a quick and easy how-to for anybody else in the future. So here we go. One of the things that happened just before I went live was that Unreal Engine crashed while I was reverting. And I was reverting because some sort of file log error thing happened that was attached to something no longer used. And so I figured I'll just revert to yesterday's revision, yesterday's save. So that means we're going to do some stuff over today that we already did yesterday, but did not get saved into the revision control. Such as the sign that I put over here. It appears that there is audio, yeah, the new challenge clips. I had switched everything over on that using the Cyber City stuff, the signage. So let's duplicate that. I'm gonna move it over here. Yeah, so we're doing this all over again. The struggle bus is real. But there it is. There's a couple things that we did previously that we can do now that should be easier in theory. Since we kind of have an idea of what we're doing. Okay, and then we need to change this out. For the new material. What did we save? Did we manage to save that before? If not, what was it called? Oh, this is the challenge. Let's see if the texture is in here. It doesn't look like it. I'll have to pull it back up here. Yeah, there's the challenge. curious. Did that end up making a challenge material? No, it did not. That's fine. We'll just make one. Textures. Challenge. I'll put that in the base color, and this is the alpha. We don't have capacity sets. Let's change that to translucent. Alpha goes to opacity. You're not translucent. Masked? Well, it is translucent, yeah. Alright, close that out. Dismiss. Maybe we'll do that in a second, though. So I don't want to do some of this stuff all over again. Curious. Challenge and challenge material are both in there. Oh, you know what? Maybe it should not be translucent. Yeah, see, this one is black. This one is blue. Save that. There. It's weird that that was feeding through. Odd. Okay, anyhow. Save that change there. HUD message challenge. Oh, that's right. So we got rid of that because we don't need it anymore. Since we're making it into a sign. The audio is still there. Do you want to add a button? Interaction radius of 1. Visible during game? No. Okay, so that's handled. Now, as for the HUD, HUD planetary. Let's go into our blueprints. All right, and then these are all the individual planets that we had adjusted. I'll double check those, but we're basically going to delete them all. Yeah, this is going to stay here. The one thing we do want to do is grab game code. We're going to put that in here. Copy that. Paste it here. We do need to move it to the middle. Oh, for crying out loud. Also, why is this 1280 by... That's so weird. Odd. The outline, the background. The outline is 46, the background is 40. I just noticed that the thicknesses were a little bit off there. It seemed a little weird to me. Alright, save it, compile it. Okay. So that's planetary, that's HUD underscore planetary. Now, all the rest... Yeah, see, that one has that there. So 1 is the sun, 2 is Mercury. Yeah. Okay. So we can actually get rid of all of these. So we don't run into this issue again. Now, hold on. So let's delete all of these devices. And maybe that'll allow us to delete the blueprints. without issue, since they're not attached to anything. What reference? What reference? They should not be referenced by anything at this point. Let's make sure it's still playable. Because I was deleting things that had references that caused the last issue, so let's make sure it's all still functional and working. Edit mode is uploading, so here we wait. I think it's kind of funny how that sword transforms from one to the other. You know? Still loading. Loading, loading, loading. Keep Fortnite loading. The solar system.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets for clues to the challenge portion of the map. For the Find
so
Pluto
that
challenge, take the
needs
rift.
to be updated.
Welcome to the challenge map. The solar system is built at a 1 to 333 millionth scale. I rounded a bit. At this scale, the sun is a tad over 4 meters tall. The challenge: see if you can find all of the
so
planets.
that turns on that.
As an added bonus,
so we'll
Pluto is out there too.
That.
This map of our solar system is nearly 18 kilometers long, to match the scale I mentioned before. So don't expect this to be easy. I did help out by putting everything in a straight line, so just head north to see if you can find everything. To help with your journey ahead, I have maximized the stamina usage and maxed out the run speed
so
in
this
Fortnite,
audio
which is 2x. I've also enabled flight and the maximum speed
somewhere. Display from the button. And it'll stop if you use teleport. This is connected to the HUD planetary. So let's undo that. HUD planetary should start at show on round start. We'll do 2 seconds. Game code we no longer need because we've combined that with the HUD, the planetary HUD. Right. Push changes. Let's verify that all works. I think it's annoying you can't use buttons right now in edit mode or triggers. Like, what happened? What'd you guys do? That's it for the Celestial Seasons tea. No need for caffeine this late. Oh.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets for clues to the challenge portion of the map. For the Find Pluto challenge, take the Rift. Remember to come back and check on future updates.
Planetary HUD did not start. It's no longer triggered there, so curious. Okay, so it is on layer 0, but there's some other stuff, if I recall. All of these HUD messages are on layer 0, so we need to move into layer 1. Over duration? No, we want it always on. Round start, background opacity. Sound? No. It's taking a second to load. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, it should show within 2 seconds on the round start. This just controls the normal HUD. Alright, we're going to let that load. I'll be right back. Alright, so loading in, and I can see that it is still busted. What did I do? So, question mark. Game code. So let's bring that up. Because that is still showing. HUD widget game code. HUD widget HUD planetary. Right there. Okay, we'll put this on layer 1, like we did game code. Might as well set it just from the round start. Oh, that's where it is. Not triggering player, it should be all. Okay, so now we should be able to get 2.0. Delete that. Save. Push changes. That's what it was. The triggering player, it should be everybody. When they load into the map, it should just be automatically popping up. Instead of, because the triggering player was due to the switch that was on the challenge portion of the map, not here in the lobby. So it should just be automatic anytime somebody comes into the map. Alright, I'd really like to get this completed so we can get the HUD up and then get our animated elements, have those triggered properly by each planet's trigger. It does mean re-uploading everything to the servers.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be
Bam!
sure to check out all of the planets for clues to the challenge portion of the map.
Just like that.
For the Find Pluto challenge, take the Rift. Remember to come back and check on future updates.
That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. Now that that's accomplished, let's check in changes here. So, we moved all of the individual planet HUD elements and game code. Consolidated game code with planetary HUD. Added signage to challenge map and button to start audio. Submit. Okay. So now we can get into the user interface stuff that involves the animated user interface. So what that looks like is we need post-process volume, which is not here. It's up here. Post-process volume. And then we also need a cinematic sequence. So this one we probably will need multiples of. So I'm going to call this one cinematic sun. Post-process volume is going to need asset reference. Oh, that's not going to go in there. Not yet. We need to set up that material. This is going to need an animated sequence. Yeah. So right now what we need to do, UI animation, we're going to put a bunch of stuff in here. So first we're going to put in a material. So there's the sun. Do we have? We do. Okay, this needs to be a post-process. Now it's only got the emissive color on there, which is fine, it'll give us that, but there's something else we need to do because of the opacity. So we gotta scroll down here, or we could just type it in. No, not opacity, alpha. Output alpha, we want to click that on, so now that brings opacity up here, and we can attach our alpha from our texture into that. Okay, working backwards, we need to append vector. That will go into the UVs here. Get some adds. I'm going to duplicate that, so that will go there. Oops. Set these to 0, 0. There's going to be a mask here. And then we're going to keep the R on this, undo the G. So that'll give us our X. Let's duplicate that down here, and then we're going to turn off the R and give us the G, which is the Y component for what we're going to work on. Horizontal and vertical stuff. So this will go here, this will go here. We need a texture coordinate. That's going to go to both the masks. This is going to be like an 18 by 10. And then we should go back to our texture. Sampler source, change that to clamp. Oh, that's the other thing that I have to update. So you see how it's doing these lines vertically and horizontally here? My head's kind of in the way of that. So see this vertical line and then the horizontal line? So I need to update. First of all, let's save that for our work. Actually, let's add in the collection parameters first, just so I have them on hand. Duplicate that. That's going to end up going into that node, and that's going to go into that node. And here you're going to specify these in a moment. Oh, fine. Yeah, so something that I did that needs to be updated here is all of these need to be re-imported. So that the texture has an extra space, a pixel space on either side. Break these node links to be able to see. Should be there. See how the vertical line, there's also a horizontal line which is hidden by the buttons. Those are now gone. And it's just because the sun texture was edge to edge on the image texture. And that didn't really work for the way things are getting rendered. So I had to re-import all those. I did update them, but I didn't re-import them into Unreal since this particular revision. Okay, so now we need to go in here. Material parameter collection, which is what this is going to ask for. Let's call this, so this is where we're going to move stuff. So move sun. Open that up. We're going to add a couple of scalar values here. I'm going to set this to 1, and then this one we're going to call move x sun. And this one's going to be move y sun. Save that. Go back to our texture. Click on that guy. Click move sun and move x. This one we're going to specify move sun and then the y. Now when we plug those in here, that will do things for us in the future. That should be it for, enlarge that so you can zoom and just kind of see the nodes, the layout there. So those all go in and feed into that texture there. Now we next need to do our animation. So just right click if you want, or you can hit the add button. It's a cinematic though, so we go to cinematic level sequence. We're going to call this one in sun short for animation on the sun. Double click it, brings up our sequencer, the track. We want to go to material parameter collection track on the bottom and then select move sun. And then we're going to add X, and I'm going to add move Y, and you can get this little button here to expand that. Yeah, so now we're at 0. I like number 15. or this what I was doing when I was testing this, and then you can like drag your mouse across here to see where the texture is. It should be showing up somewhere. Oh wait, sequence and in sun. Let's see, what else am I missing here? Where is... So the texture should be showing up right on the screen, like right down there underneath where I'm looking at. 0, 0, -2, -8. These are all values that I used in the test before. Let me just double check this. 18 by 19, I got all those sets of zeros. Texture sample, HUD sun, clamp. This is the post process. Oh, we need to make it translucent though. That was weird. I guess I forgot that. Well, what did I do wrong? Let's try this. I'm going to set this at a 9 by 5, and what that will do is it'll make the texture large, very large. Not like filling the screen large, but enough that we should be able to see it. Weird. Curious. Yeah, move sun, move X sun, move Y. That's X, that's all feeding into the add, then the append into the UVs, and then we've got a color there. Let's double check our post-process volume. Oh, we haven't set that. We gotta set that material for the HUD sun, right? Maybe. Add a new key on those little plus symbols. Okay, why is that not showing up? Okay, what am I missing? One way to find out is just go load. The other project. Oh, we gotta bounce out of Fortnite. like that. When you're connected to a UEFN session, you're trying to switch to another island, another project. This is my test island where I go and I practice stuff that I am completely, unfamiliar with. And can't seem to figure out how to do. Well, I read all the documentation, watch all the tutorials. Okay, here we are. So let's pull up HUD animations. We've got everything here. Let's look at the sun for the material. Oh, I did set them. That's a multiply for the emissions there, the emissive color, to make the sun pop a little bit more. Append the two adds, the two masks, R and G. Right. We've got our two collection parameters. Move the sun, move Y, move X. We go to texture coordinates, 18 by 10. Texture sample, shared clamp. Texture is the HUD sun. Heads up display for the sun. So the only thing that's different is the multiply in there for the emissive. And then move sun. So 1.0 on the default value. Move X, 0.0 there, move Y. And then anim sun. Move X, move Y. And it should pop up just like that. Pause that, return, go to the first key sequence. That's at 15, 14, whatever. Yeah, 14, 15. Cinematic sequence. Oh, that's for the damage one. So this one here is for the sun. There we go, right there. Instigator only. Triggered by this trigger. Oh, did I not set up the trigger? I didn't set up triggers yet. There's a cinematic sequencer, and then our post-process volume currently has the three elements, so HUD Sun, HUD Mercury, HUD Venus. Anything else that I can think of? So the triggers. They're not visible in game, which is fine. Got that on everything else. But yeah, so looking at the cinematic sequence, that's animated sun there. And it's linked to the trigger. The sequencer The only thing is that I've added, hours worth of frames in here, so that way it will keep working even after the player has clicked on it. Yeah, if it were 0, 0, it'd be up in the top left corner. And then our 1.0 there for move X, and move Y, 2 elements. And the sun, 18 by 10. Texture is sun. Texture coordinates, all of that. Move X, move Y, mask, set up. The only thing I can tell is that the multiply there for the emissive. Yeah, I set it to 1.0 on Mercury, and then probably also on Venus. No, it's still 1.4 on Venus. Odd. Here's the thing, let's delete that. And then on Mercury, delete that as well. So this one plays, the sun comes up. Perfect. Next one, Mercury. Play that one, Mercury comes up. The next one, Venus. Venus comes up. So Mercury, trigger Mercury, Venus, trigger Venus. Let's test it and see if it works in the test system here. Since I did eliminate those multiply nodes from the materials for Mercury and Venus. Hopefully this map will load quickly. There's not a lot of stuff on it. It's a very small, tiny little map. And I was working on this all day, and it was working before I started stream. Downloading, so uploading and downloading. As a developer, that's just kind of the thing that you have to do, you know? Alright, sun comes up, Mercury comes up, Venus comes up. They all work, and they stay there. All right, well. Those are the coordinates, minus 2.2, minus 8.8. And then based on everything else here, the tiling and stuff, the collection parameters, all this other stuff should be set and ready to go. I guess we need to exit the section, and then we can open the solar system. And then get back to troubleshooting. Okay, so cinematic play function triggered on found sun. Where is my material? Yeah, see, we didn't put the multiply in there. I wonder if I... Let's unclamp it, because I want to see... Yeah, so that should be showing up in... Where's our post? Post-process volume. Yeah, see, there's the multiple... And it should be showing up just about anywhere we put it. What the heck, y'all? Move X sun. Move Y sun. That makes them even smaller. Let's make them super big so that we should be able to see them somewhere. What am I missing? Well, y'all, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see any texture whatsoever. This right here, in and of itself, should be showing up right in our face, filling up the entire screen. Just the plain old texture there. Post-process, translucent, new masked. Opaque. I don't understand. I'm missing something here. Let me check on this.
All right, so there are two ways to go.
That, we did all this. Got that. See, that should be blacking out the screen right there. I don't understand why it's not. Is there really? Hold up. question mark. Is there really a multiply node in there? I don't know how that would fit. Yeah, so he's got a multiply node in there. I don't remember seeing one on my other one. Alright, you know what I might have to do? Oh no, don't cancel. Let me go look at that project again. I wish I had two computers so I could pull up side by side and look at them for comparison. What am I doing wrong? Oh, that loaded fast. Okay. HUD Sun, HUD Mercury, HUD Venus. One point oh, 1.0. I was so confident after getting it working on this map. Yeah, I don't have a multiply in here, and it works just fine. Mask, mask, add. Killer expression add. I wonder. No, that's the only add that's there that I would have used. Mask on G. Shared is on clamp. Automatic view MIP bias is checked. Post process translucent. The only other thing is the alpha. Output alpha there. And then this for the moving the sun around. X and Y. And then the animation for the sun. Set up the track. movement. That's curious. That still works with the old name. Curious. And then that sequence is on this cinematic sequencer. Anim Sun. Animation Sun. Triggers there, untriggered. There's the trigger Sun. Yeah, I don't know. This should work. I mean, this does work. The other one should work. I don't understand. I need to... Where's the thing? No, I don't want to make any changes. It's on world settings. There's a way to export this level into the other project. And then I can just copy this stuff over. Alright, I might have to do that tomorrow then. HUD Sun. HUD Sun. This texture should be showing up front and center right on the screen. Right in front of us. Right in the midst and middle of everything. Oh, you know what I didn't do? This is the dumbest thing, I bet you. Post-process volume. Infinite extent, unbound. Yep. It was only visible inside of the box. Checking that right there makes it visible everywhere outside of the box. Way to go, Brad. One little check box. muted the whole time. And since nobody's in chat, nobody told me. Brilliant. Way to go, Brad. I wonder how long I've been muted. I guess we'll have to go back and rewatch the stream to figure that out. And then I'm going to have to tell you the solution to the problem that we had earlier. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Such viewers will experience buffering. So now YouTube is saying we are having issues. Alright, now it'll work.
Be sure and check out all of the planets for clues to the challenge portion of the map.
It didn't load. That trigger. Why is it? It's trying. You can see that it's trying to load there. Huh. Oh, I probably didn't save the... Yeah, the animation I did not finish out here. Okay, I know what I need to do. Let's extend this out to 300,000. Move our that to the end. And then keyframe each of those. Now that the microphone is working, let me tell you how I fixed the problem. So to fix that problem, the post-process volume, one of the first things you need to do when you set it up is go over here to infinite extent unbound and make sure that this box is checked so that it says true. I did not have it checked originally, so it disappears. You want to make sure that that's checked. Otherwise, you will only see the effect inside of this box. So when you check that box, infinite extent extends it everywhere, inside, outside, the entirety of the map. So we're going to save that. Looks slightly good there. Also, I do believe I need to move it. So let's do negative 1.3. And then maybe negative 8.9. No. I need to move it up. Negative 8.7. Save that. Save the sequence. That's a separate save button down there, by the way. And push changes. Alright, YouTube is saying that the stream is healthy again. LVS is fine. We are uploading to the servers. While that's uploading, I will be right back. Okay, heads-up display goes in there. Or here, this should trigger, and it doesn't stay up. Tries to. Okay, something else is going on. Oh, because the clip ends there. If we go to the very end and set the playback to end at that current position. Oh, my drama. Way to go, Brad. Save the sequencer. Play. Pause. Let's go back to the beginning. Play. Yeah, see, something gets reset. So there. Next key. Next key. Weird. Let's set the keyframes there. Oh, also it's coming up out of the angle here. So we need to go back to the beginning. Minus 1.2. Set the keyframe. Gotta remember to hit those keyframes. Now it comes up. It stays up. Appears to. Okay. Save that. Save the sequencer. Push changes. Oh boy. Bananas, the things that we do here. Saturn, with its hexagon storm on the North Pole. Jupiter now has over 100 moons. Last time we checked, it was like 92, but just recently, the data got updated. Lots more moons at Jupiter, about a dozen more. Whoa. So there's that.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets.
There it is! Bam! Okay, so for the comparison, we gotta move that over that much. And we gotta adjust the size. So we gotta move it down a smidge, over a decent chunk, and reduce it in size. Also, it appears to be slightly transparent. I wonder if it's due to that translucent mask on the alpha channel. Should we change that to masked instead of translucent? I don't know. I mean, if it's set properly over the heads-up display, then it'll just double up, and you won't be able to tell that it's translucent. But it is a thing. So let's grab a screenshot so we have some sort of reference to look at when we're working on this. I don't know how much stuff moves. Where is Unreal Editor? There. Excuse me. That's not the one we're looking for. This one. Okay, so let's end the game. So the size of it, 19 by 11, maybe? Will I be able to see the size change here? Yes. And it also moves that, it repositions it. Oh boy. Let's see what 1.4 looks like. Minus 8. Nope, that brings it up. Minus 9. Minus 9.5. Yeah, now that it's a different size, we're changing too many variables at once. And it takes so long to load everything. The thing is, once we get the one set, the second one will be just a calibration, and then all the rest will know, because they're all equidistant apart, we'll know how to set that up, because all of these are the same distance. Well, Saturn's a bit off. But all the rest of these are the same distance apart, so you can account for that in the positioning. Of those graphic elements. Ah, boy. And I hate that the material, it distorts it, stretches it all funny, so you have to go and change those texture coordinates to make it look right. I feel like that's still too high. So there's the bottom edge. Yeah. Let's do minus 9.7, perhaps? I moved it like your 1.0. 8.7 to 9.7. Alright, that's it. To front. What the heck? Okay, it looks like the animation's good, so save that. Push changes. And now we hurry up and wait. Here we go. You ready?
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out...
Okay. Oh, that looks like it's the perfect size. And I got it the height correct. Now we just got to do the horizontal translation. Wow, that's really close. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, look how close that is now. It's within half. So if we can figure out the distance of half of the graphic there, we're golden. Yeah, okay. Okay, so right now it's pretty much over the x. So if we do -2, that's about half. Let's do -1.9. Yeah, that looks really close there. I'm liking that. Save it there. Oh, we gotta do the rest of these keyframes too. -1.9. Make sure to click the plus button. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. This needs to be -1.9. Click the key. And then next keyframe. Next keyframe. Next key. Okay, this needs to be -9. Keyframe on that. Alright, that should be it. Go back to the beginning. One more time. Alright, everything looks good. Save it, save it. Push changes. Again. Oh, my back. Whoa.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the...
Alright, are you ready? Let's see. Oh, so close. So maybe 1.8? It's this close. Did that not save into that folder? Alright, that's how close it is. Got it. Okay. Something else now. I need to see. Just a smidge. Also, I guess I could go slightly up a couple of pixels too, based on what I'm seeing there. I wish I could zoom in on this to see more. Okay, so go back to the beginning, go here, minus 1.8. Seems to be a bit much. 8.5. And then that moves it down. So maybe minus 9.68. Minus 1.85. Minus 9.68. Make sure you hit the keyframe, plus signs there. Let me go back and double check I did those ones. Keyframes, those pluses. Five plus. Save the sequencer. Push changes. The dude on the saxophone jamming up to this.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets.
How close are we? How? Oh, it's right on top of it. It's kind of doubled up. Looks a little fuzzy. I think I need to move it just a smidge more. I think this way. Well, for you guys, it's this way. Alright, let's go back to the beginning first. Now we need to move it. That's too much. Okay. So minus 1 point. So it was 5, so like 8.3 maybe? Yeah, it's just a couple of pixels. It also makes me wonder what I can adjust inside the blueprint to get these lined up. I wonder if it'd be easier to do that. I don't know. Might be just as easy doing it the way that I am doing it. I gotta remember to hit the keyframes. I mean, this one you can't even see. It's probably not important, but just on principle, I think we should do it. Okay. Oh, I might have to continue this tomorrow. I don't know if I can stay up and keep my brain straight for the other 9 of these that I have to do, or 10. So we still got to do all the planets in Pluto. Push the changes. Yes, save selected. Forgot to save the sequencer. Fortunately, autosave is enabled. What's up, Bushwhack? How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I had various different windows on top of other windows there, trying to straighten it all out in my head. But yeah, we did, on my test map, I got this all figured out. Now I'm just loading it into this map and getting the alignment set up for the graphics. Oh. But I'm also very tired. I don't know if I have it in to do this 10 more times, 9 more times. 8 planets in Pluto. Once we get the second planet, once we get the first planet, Mercury, in there, we'll know the gap on this part of the interface. We know the gap on the other part, on the heads-up display, but this animation, we don't know the gap between planets because they use a different system, weirdly enough, than the normal heads-up display system.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets and clues to the challenge portion of the map.
I like it. Ship it. It lines up pretty much perfectly. It's the right size. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call that good. All right. So tomorrow we'll do this. We'll finish this out. But for now, we got it sorted. We got it figured out for. We don't have to worry about all the layers anymore because there's not enough layers. Now we can just do this animated and just plug it into the post-process volume. And it will be all good, and we'll have our heads-up display set how we want it for the game, at least for now. I might want to do something different with the accolades. I don't know. If we're going to keep the long descriptions or the short descriptions or whatever. You know what? There is one thing from the tutorial I want to see. If this changes anything. It probably does. Yeah, it does. So if your HUD is set to a different scale, it's going to distort. And that is because the HUD menu of all the planets down there is on the HUD messaging system. It's on the what do they call it? The HUD device, this thing, the message device. So, which is different than the whole process that we just went through to set up these new animations. But now we have unlimited, in theory. We have far more that we can use than we do with the layers, which there's only 5 layers, 0 through 4. Okay, yeah, let's call it there. Also, let's check in our changes. That revision control, so if we have another crash and the files get corrupted again, we can always revert back to this one and then just duplicate, copy and paste all of the files that we need for the rest of the planets, which is pretty much what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm just going to copy and paste all of these things and then change all the settings for Mercury, Venus, Earth. So we got to do that for all 3 files: animation, the material, and the material parameter collection. We got to do that. So that's 27 files I got to go through and change things. Yeah. All right, that's it for now. Calling it good right there. Thanks for hanging out, everybody who was here, watching and chilling. I'm glad you were here. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what my schedule is exactly, but I'm going to try and get all this stuff done tomorrow. So, I will see you then, I hope. And yeah, have a good night. See ya.